down, down, down we go. Okay, back to area. Ariane, oh Ariane.
Have you learnt anything from the wizards in the tower?
I learned several things. I've spoken to some of the wizards.
So what did you learn?
I think we'll start with Wizard Trayborn.
Through the library floor? But that means it was something from the old tower.
The old tower?
This tower is built on the ruins of an older one, which burnt down 100 years ago. The story is that Zamorakian wizards betrayed the other orders, but the details of what happened are a mystery. I do know it happened just after the wizards discovered the inner secret of the Rune mysteries. The Rune essence teleport spell. Perhaps that discovery led to a conflict. The surface part of the old tower was destroyed by the fire, and the new tower was built on the same place. But the underground levels of the old tower are still there.
Let's get down there and investigate.
Good idea. It's not going to be easy, though. Archmage Perian sealed the lower levels when he built the second tower. There's a rumour that the door can be opened using the water surge spell, but many wizards have tried casting that spell on the door and failed. It's more likely that there's a key hidden somewhere in the tower. Could you go back into the tower and find the key? I think Wizard Eleron will help us if we tell him what we're doing. You should start by talking to him.
Okay, I think I end around the rest of the questions by doing that. I'm not going to go over it because I know this video is going to be exceptionally long. Just keep in mind, if you go to do this quest, that there are way more things that you can talk about. And that it's fun and interesting. Up. Ascend beam. Ascend beam. Because we're going back to Wizard Elrond, or Creepy Wizard Grandfather. Grandfatherly Wizard. Creepy. Whatever. Mr. Creep.
What can I do for you on this glorious day adventure?
How can I get into the old tower?
Alas, even senior tower wizards aren't allowed into the ruins. I certainly couldn't tell the secret to a disgraced ex-wizard and an outsider, however much I might privately want to help you.
You do know, though.
No one except Archmage Cedridor is allowed to know the secret of entry to the ruins. Naturally, I've heard the rumors.
You mean the rumor about the water surge?
Many young wizards have wasted runes casting water surge on the door to no effect. A few, however, have speculated that the key might lie not in casting that spell, but in understanding it.
What do you mean the key lies in understanding water surge?
It was the Archmage Perian, first Archmage of the new tower, who sealed the lower levels. He had an idiosyncratic understanding of magic and its relationship to other arts. Perian had the pipe organ installed in the library, and he wrote a treatise on the relationship between magic and music.
So, you say there's a clue in Archmage Perian's book. It's such a pity you couldn't help me. Maybe I'll visit the library. I think I'm going to choose number 2.
That's a good idea. I hope you find something interesting.
Might be worthwhile to choose selection number 1 if you're doing this quest on your own and just see what he says. You really cannot mess up quests. Really, I cannot stress that enough. The only way you can mess things up is by dying and frustrating yourself. Even then, all you really need to do is, collect anything that might have been necessary and lost, and get straight back into it. That's it. So feel free to look around, search things, go off the track, ask different questions. Whatever you want. They do occasionally hide really, really funny things in very odd um, conversation trees. So yeah, search around. Read the Harmony of the Runes. It is already well known that the harmonies of music are expressed in the motions of the heavenly bodies, but I believe that they can also be found in the relationship between the runes of magic. This I have proven to my satisfaction by both reason and experiment, and it is further confirmed by Samuel Scourdoul, who writes in his third voyage that the elves of the western lands can shape magical crystals by sounding harmonies on enchanted flutes. Interesting. Just as there are 12 notes of the chromatic scale, there are 12 runes used in the magic of the tower: mind, air, water, earth, fire, body, cosmic chaos, nature, law, death, and blood. Some have theorized the existence of other runes, but they do not figure in the harmony at this point in time. We can therefore assign to each rune a pitch, beginning with mind, A, then air, A sharp, and so forth up the scale. See attached diagram. For the apprentice learning the spellbook of the tower, this linking of magic and music provides an aid to memorization, since the runes used for each spell can be expressed as a melody. It is for this reason that I have commissioned the building of a pipe organ in the tower library. I submit, however, that the harmony of the runes is also a profitable contemplation for the experienced wizard, and that meditation on the music of magic can provide a key to the deeper levels of the rune mysteries. And what's his name? Creepy Sir. I had a title of member of the rune mysteries. View diagram. So here's just exactly what it was talking about in the book. Each rune attached to a musical note. And this volume lists the runes required by the old method of casting spells as used by Archmage Perian and the wizards of the old tower. These sequences differ from the new method of casting spells and are of little practical use, but they are preserved here for their historical interest. So the one that we're really interested in this case is the water surge on the bottom right. 10 water, 7 air, 1 blood, 1 death. See attached diagram. View diagram. Does not really seem to make a very interesting melody, to be honest. 10 of the same notes followed by 7 of the same notes. Well, that could be good. I don't know. Depends on how it was arranged. Let's go talk to Ariane. When in doubt, talk to everybody around. And pay attention to the blue lines if you're given them in the quest.
Have you made any progress with getting the key to the old tower?
I found this book about magic and music. Ariane takes a look at the book.
This is interesting. Have you seen the diagram in the back? Archmage Perian assigned a rune to each note of the chromatic scale. Hey, what if the key to the ruins is in the water surge spell after all? What if you're not meant to cast the spell, but instead you're meant to play its runes as a sequence of notes?
Well, let's find out. Now, seriously, you could have gotten that clue out of the first book, The Harmony of the Runes. It does say that to help in the wizard studies, he built an organ. And the organ's right here. Play organ. So we're going to come play.
Oh, all right. If you must play the organ, at least keep to the top manual. It's quietest. Not even Archmage Cedrador could concentrate with a racket from the loud manuals.
Why do you even have an organ in the library?
It's been here since the tower was rebuilt. I think the first Archmage was a little eccentric in his architectural preferences.
You know, if it bothered you, you could always put the library on a different floor. Yeah, I'm sure as wizards you could just add a floor. There's got to be something you could do. Anyway, let's play. You place the diagrams from the books on the organ keyboard as you sit down. So, okay. So what you want is, you want the water surge runes, which are B. So come up here and you find B 10 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Air 7 times. A sharp. Oops. 7 times. Blood, G sharp. And I don't think it matters, you know, which, if you play down here, if you play up here, or you play down here, I don't think it matters, but. And then death. G. Not sharp. Come on, come on. What are you doing? It's a key. You take the key. Run away, run away, run away with the key. I have the key, you'll never see it again. Ryan. There you are. Okay, talk, talk, talk.
Have you made any progress with getting the key to the old tower?
I've got the key to the ruins.
The key to the old tower? Who knows what's down there? There could be knowledge that's been lost for 100 years.
Could be. We should find out all we can. Okay. I admit, my first playthrough, I said, we're just going down there to find out what attacked Wizard Boran. I'm changing that. I'm going to go down there to find out all we can. This time around.
I just hope it's well preserved. It would be terrible for knowledge to be lost forever. The entrance is on the east side of the island. Come on.
Come on! Let's go! Wait, how... That's unfair. Why did you get to teleport there and leave me behind? Or did you just knock me there so you could run and be there first? It's not right. I'm telling you. It's not right.
Come on, open the door and let's see what's in the ruins.
Door. There it is.
This is amazing. We may be the first people to come down here for 100 years. This must be the Chamber of Shrines. The senior wizards used it as a meeting room, and wizards joining the tower would pledge allegiance to one of the 4 orders here. I've read about it, but I never thought I'd see it. The greatest magical innovators of Gielinor once walked this room.
Why 4 orders? Yes, it's inspiring. Let's keep it on a positive note.
I wish we could spend more time exploring the ruins. If I can, I'll stay down here after we've done what we came for.
You said there were once 4 magical orders?
The old tower was made up of wizards from all over the world, with wildly different philosophies of magic. They arranged themselves into 4 orders dedicated to different gods: blue, green, red, and grey.
Tell me about the blue order.
The blue wizards worshipped Saradomin, god of goodness and order. He's the most widely worshipped god in human lands. The blue wizards believed magic could be used to help people and focused on non-combat spells. They invented most of the enchantment spells in the standard spellbook we use today. After the first tower was destroyed, it was the surviving blue wizards who rebuilt it. The new tower is still a Saradominist institution, although these days a lot of wizards only pay lip service to the religion.
Tell me about the Green Order.
The Green Wizards worshipped Guthix, god of nature and balance. According to the Druids, Guthix created the world and then entered a deep sleep. Before the rise of our current civilization, the other gods went to war with one another for control of the world. After millennia of fighting, Guthix awoke and banished them, so they could no longer intervene directly. It was a follower of Guthix who discovered the rune essence, and the Green Wizards were the old tower's experts on rune crafting. Their statue depicts their founder transmuting a lump of rune essence into a stack of runes.
Okay, now, I have done this quest twice before. Once on my main, and once on the one that you probably won't get to see. And I got gray both times, and I'd really like to kind of get green, but I'm not sure what they stand for with that kind of description. Blue I get, red I get, that's Zami, and she's just going to say they're really into chaos and warfare.
The Red Wizards worshipped Zamorak. Most people today see Zamorak as a god of evil, but for the Red Wizards he was a god of chaos, personal strength and creativity. Legend has it that Zamorak was once mortal, but he stole the staff of a god called Armadil and used it to ascend into godhood. Their statue holds a staff in memory of that. The Red Wizards focused on destructive spells, especially ones involving fire. They invented most of the battle spells that made their way into today's standard spellbook.
And the Grey Order is kind of the catch-all. It doesn't have any particular
There are
specific
other gods
ideals.
besides Saradomin, Guthix and Zamorak. The Grey Wizards were those who worshipped lesser-known gods, such as Armadil or the Menethite pantheon, or were non-religious. The Grey Wizards didn't invent many spells, but they made some of the greatest contributions to pure magical theory. Their statue's sword symbolizes a sharp mind cutting into the heart of a matter.
So yeah, I would kind of like to get something different this time, but I'm not too into Saradomin or Zamorak, so that just kind of leaves me in the green area if I don't want gray, which I've done twice. But again, I don't know how to get that one specifically, so whatever. Okay, what should we do now?
We need to get deeper into the ruins to the source of the power beam. It looks like that rune guardian is blocking the door.
I like how she knows what a rune guardian is.
Wizard, you have proved yourself worthy. All that remains is to determine the order to which you will belong. Are you ready to be tested?
Chathead, guardian, no similarities, other than the fact that they're both stone. Anyway, yes, I am ready.
It thinks we're new wizards joining the tower. Originally, you wouldn't be able to get to this room without passing the entry tests.
What does the test involve? I will ask you a series of questions. Your answers will reveal the order to which you are best suited. If you disagree with your allocation, you may take the test again. So, ultimately, if you're unhappy with whatever they assign you, answer again. I'm not going to do that. It would take too long. And you guys would get bored.
The first question. You are behind in your studies due to illness, and a test is coming up. Your place at the tower is safe, but if you fail, you will lose some respect. Another apprentice offers you an opportunity to cheat.
Cheat only enough to make up for my illness and catch up. Cheat as much as I can. Don't cheat as I wouldn't learn anything. Don't cheat as it would be wrong. Now, I have answered 3 before the time that I remember, which was only a couple days ago, so that's the one I would remember. I believe 2 would be the Zami answer, and I believe 4 would be the Saradomin answer. So I am going to answer 1.
The second question. An elderly wizard, the last practitioner of a unique branch of magic, dies. Her diary might contain details about her unique magic, but her will states that the diary should be destroyed on her death.
Okay. I answered put the diary in the library so all wizards couldn't study it. I think Zammy's answer would be pretend to destroy the diary but actually keep it for myself. I believe the Saradaman answer would be destroy the diary without reading it. I'm going to answer 2.
The third question. A rival wizard is spreading lies about you and has made you the laughing stock of a nearby village. They believe you are of low intelligence and poor moral character, and throw vegetables at you when you visit. What do you do?
Make soup! That's not one of the options. Challenge the wizard to a magical duel in front of the village. Probably the Zammy. Try to reason with the villagers and convince them he's lying. Appeal to the wizard's better nature and ask him to stop. That one is probably Saradaman. Play practical jokes to knock him down a peg in return. So which one's gray and which one's green? If I even have the blue and the red right. I'm going to go with 2. Let's just try 2.
The fourth question. You have become a senior wizard and are asked to take on an apprentice. The boy is talented but undisciplined and does not apply himself outside his areas of interest. What is your approach?
Constantly challenge him, forcing him to learn discipline, show patience and compassion so he has a safe place to grow. Concentrate on his weaknesses so he receives a balanced education. Balanced, keyword for ethics. Give him the resources to develop his areas of interest. I personally think that he should concentrate mainly on the things that he's already good at because he could become amazing at them and be better than anybody else ever. But we're trying to get a specific result. Shh. If you have not played this quest and you want to after this, please, the first time through at least, answer what you believe to be the correct answers and see what results you get, because I think that'll be the most interesting, and you can always retake this, so, as the Rune Guardian said. So,
The fifth question. A senior wizard asks you to take part in a ritual that will greatly benefit the tower. Before the ritual starts, you discover that he learned part of it from a demon. The ritual appears safe, but demons are expert liars.
Study the ritual, make up my own mind about its safety, stop the ritual, it may be corrupt in a way that I can't detect. Make sure the demonic influence is balanced by other influences. Go ahead with the ritual, but focus on my personal safety. Focusing on your personal safety, that's very Zammy. Stop the ritual, is probably Saradaman. So, I believe number 1 is probably gray. Number 3, again balanced, so probably green. I have succeeded. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm a green wizard. Rune Guardian gives you an archaic wizard hat. Set your title to the green. Okay, I said in the other one, I really hate titles. I don't hate them in the way that I like the idea of them. I think they're very fun. I think that it's great that they put them here. They take up a heck of a lot of room when you're chatting. But I don't ever plan on chatting with this character. I probably won't play this character again. I'm going to go ahead and set my title. Why not? Why not? Let's open the door. I might just go do that question again with Assiq. Let's see if I can get her to the green, just for fun. talk to Ariane.
I guess we'll need to find a way across here.
I guess. I could jump that.
Maybe you could, but I'm not risking it. We need to find a safe way for us to both get across.
Can't you teleport us?
It's not as simple as that. Each teleport spell goes to one specific location. Creating a new one can take years of research. It took the wizards of the old tower decades to crack the teleportation problem. It wasn't solved until shortly before the old tower's destruction.
Oh, I just stabbed myself. Oh, that's not fun. Don't ask. You don't want to know. Can we use a power beam somehow? I don't think so, but let's ask.
The thing that attacked Wizard Boren came up the power beam from the ruins. I don't want to risk touching it until we've investigated.
Good point. Let me look around. I'll think of something.
Hey, what are you doing?
I think... Oh... I think there might be something valuable behind here, but I'm not really here looking for valuables, am I? Nothing. I'll come back down. That would be useless. Because I don't see anything else I can click on. So I'm making us a
You're
bridge.
what? That's a statue of Eratona the Green, who negotiated the treaties with local rulers that let the wizards transport runes from the Essence Mine. You can't just push her statue down.
Pretty sure I can. Do you have a better idea?
Well, no, but be careful, okay? Try not to damage the statue.
Well, you're telling me to be careful when you could have done that all along. Oh my goodness. What use are you? Climb down staircase. Let's go. Come on, follow Ariane. Why is she going on her own? That doesn't do any good to anybody. Attack, attack, attack. I don't know what they are yet.
This is it. The heart of the old tower. The central spellcasting chamber where the old wizards performed their most powerful rituals. It's amazing. I never imagined I'd see it in person.
I wish I could have seen it.
So do I. Most of the spells we used today were invented in this room. Wizards of all 4 orders cooperated for the sake of magical research. These vortices look like the one that attacked Wizard Boren. I want to find out what they are. I'll need you to attract a vortex into this circle and keep it there while I examine it.
Just pointing out that there are green, blue, red, and gray little thingies. No. Not similar to the 4 orders at all. No, no, no. Of course not. That would have to be a coincidence. Okay. We are here. And, no, you squished me out. Don't squish out. Walk in, walk in. And the green circle around is just the timer. Very nice visual clue of how long. She's nearly done. Get back in here. There we go. Not difficult at all. Yes, that's it! Yay! I wish she would vocalize those, but that's okay. So talk.
They're not ghosts. At first, I thought they might be ghosts, but they're soul fragments. I've heard about putting part of yourself into your work, but the old wizards literally put part of their souls into the power beam.
Why would they do that?
They must have wanted to create a very powerful magical effect. I don't know what they were trying to do. But whatever it was, it went wrong. Do you know what this is? I think this is what destroyed the first tower. I think there was an enchantment keeping the vortices here, but someone has removed it. Now, they're able to go up the beam to the new tower, and you saw the trouble they can cause.
Yes, I saw that. Who might have removed the enchantment?
I can't tell, but it happened recently, within the last few days. It looks like we weren't the first people to come down here after all.
And my question is, why can't we just come down the beam? It comes all the way down.
I can replace the enchantment that was keeping the vortices here, but it'll take some time. While I do it, you need to go back to the new tower and delay Cedrador's casting of his Assiq purge.
I'll do what I can. How can I delay him?
I don't know, but I'm sure you can think of something. If he's casting an Assiq purge, he'll probably be in the library on the ground floor.
Okay, I'll do that now. Go, 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 go. We're on a mission. Run! Or something. Cross the statue on the back of this Lady Green's head. Walk up, up, up. Come on, why are you taking so long? By the way, I know that I'm not going to cut this out, so this advert that's at the top, because I'm a known member on this account, it's going to be there. I don't know why it's not showing the advertisements. I did not block it. I think it might have something to do with the fact that my internet is actually really poor connection on this computer. But it doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. Okay. Archmage Cedrador.
Please be quiet, adventurer. My assistant and I are casting an Assiq purge, and we must have silence in order to concentrate.
Okay, so Archmage Cedrador is the only one you can interact with. Yeah. Others have names, but you cannot talk to them. We have to stop the Assiq purge. Okay, now he's just gonna ignore me. How rude.
Please be quiet, adventurer. My assistant...
Could I distract you just for a moment? No, he's just gonna ignore me. Oh, very, very rude. Play the organ. The lower region,
Please don't do that, adventurer. The Assiq purge is in a critical stage, and it is essential that all participants be able to concentrate.
The lower registers make it impossible
Adventurer,
for
I
anybody
must
to concentrate.
insist that you step away from that organ.
I like that you can skip the cutscene, but what would be the point of that? When you're watching a playthrough and you want to see what happens. But it's hilarious how short these cutscenes are. Just, what's the point of this?
Break my concentration once more, and you will feel the wrath of the Grand Archmage of the Reborn Tower.
Whoa, I'm scared. He could break me in two. He's very strong and I'm just a weak little adventure. Level 9 or something. But it's worth more than my life to get him to stop before he feeds these things and make them blow up the tower. How self-satisfied he is.
The
He didn't
purge
even
is
do anything.
complete. Thank you, fellow wizards. Whatever these entities were, they could not have survived such a powerful wave of magic.
That organ note was very delayed. That's funny.
Adventurer, I suggest you leave the library and find your friend Ariane. Tell her not to worry. We have dealt with the problem without any help.
Yeah. Anyway. To go here, you must log into a member server. I wasn't wanting to go anywhere. Where are you trying to have me go? That's a problem for another time. Excuse me, that was... Wait, where is she? Oh, she's probably still underneath. Yes, let's go enter. Let's go enter. Oh no, she's right there.
It was close, but I managed to restore the enchantment. The vortices are trapped in the ruins again. Thanks for your help, adventurer. I couldn't have done this without you.
I've got a question. What questions do I have? Do you know who removed the enchantment? Do you know what destroyed the old tower? Tell me about the 4 orders of the old tower. No more questions. Do you know what destroyed the old tower? Let's hear that. The last major discovery the old tower made was the inner secret of the rune mysteries, the teleport spell to the rune essence. That's why Elrond is in on the secret of the rune mysteries. He knows the teleport spell to the rune essence. That makes sense. I don't know for sure, but I guess that somehow led to the tower being burned down. Maybe one of the orders wanted to keep the rune mysteries to themselves. Maybe. Okay, no more questions. I'm happy to help.
Well, thanks again. I found some things in the ruins you might be interested in. They're yours if you want them.
I was going to say, it did say on there, oh, is there a reward? You can say that, but it's not necessary. You're going to get the reward either way. I find it more self-satisfying to not say anything.
I'm going to head back down to the ruins to study the vortices. I want to find out what happened to the old tower and who released the vortices from the ruins. Meet me down there if you want to help.
Ta-ta. Okay, so probably the Woo, sorry. Oh, continue the adventure. You must be a Runescape member to continue this adventure in the next quest, Rune Memories. But I'm not going to do that, of course, on this. What? Anyway, I'm not going to do that on this character. However, I probably will log on to Assiq and do the next quest on her. Probably not tonight. It's kind of late. It's the only time I can record right now, though, without dying from heat. But we'll see. Let me get this. Let me make sure that this